for her when you leave her hanging up.
Thanks, guys.
I see how that goes. I see how that goes. All right, you may be seated, and I probably will need my mic today because my voice keeps cutting out. And I'm going to be totally honest. I am not completely unprepared for this morning. Now, you've heard me say this many times before that sometimes God will give me something in the beginning of the week and I work on it all week. Sometimes He'll give it to me Saturday night and I'm going to work all night. Sometimes He'll give me a bit here, and when it comes Sunday morning He goes, I changed my mind. And that's not exactly where I am right now or where we are. He's giving me bits and pieces throughout the week. And, well, we're here. It's time. And I got to chuckle a lot. Because over the last couple weeks, couple months, I've shared with you that things have not been a bed of roses for myself and my family. That we have our struggles, we have our pains, we have our issues.
Sitting on the thorns, it's okay.
Hmm?
You've been sitting on the thorns of those roses, it's okay.
Something like that, sitting on the thorns. But if I'm going to stand up here and tell you that I'm tired, I'm worn out, that's not what you want to hear, is it? I mean, if I tell you that, what is it that you're going to respond with?
Me too.
Exactly. So am I.
I'm here for you.
Welcome to the club.
Same.
Uh-huh. Problem's right there. That's the response we should have for each other. We're here for you. What can we do? But we're so eager to share. Yeah, I'm exhausted too. I'm worn out. I'm tired. I don't know how I can go another day. We're so quick to jump on that. We're supposed to be uplifting each other, not sharing the misery. But we tend to do that. I'm not standing up here to yell at you for it or anything like that. It's something that I've noticed as I've been sharing that, hey, I'm tired, I'm dealing with some stuff. I see a lot of head nodding, yeah, I'm dealing with stuff too. And maybe once or twice I heard, well, how can I pray for you?
Or what can I do to help?
Or what can I do to help? It's not very often that we hear that from each other. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. And I've noticed that I have friends, I have family, I just reworded it, I have family, that I don't see very often. How many of us have that friend or family that we don't see for a year, 5 years, 10 years, and then all of a sudden it's like nothing's ever happened? I went 10 years before seeing one of my best friends again. And we met up at our class reunion, and we haven't been able to rid of each other since. And I adopted another daughter. But it was like nothing ever happened. It was a friend I hadn't talked to in over 10 years, and when we saw each other, we just jumped into conversation. There was no, hey, how have you been? It was just right where we left off. Like nothing ever happened. And when he's got a problem, or I got a problem, we go to each other, we share that problem. We can go months without talking now, or a few weeks. And usually we'll contact each other when we need something. Hey, can I borrow this? Or, hey, do you have this? Like, did I leave it at your house? Oh, yeah, you might have. Let me go check my shed, or he'll go check his shed. But I can call him up and say, hey, you know what, I'm having a problem. I need to talk to you. Can we talk? Yeah, sure, come on over. And it's not, yeah, I'm dealing with this too. It's, all right, well, how can we work on this? I have a few few friends like that. I have friends that are close to me, but some are so close that it's hard to talk to them because we're together all the time. And it's hard because they're dealing with the same stuff, but in a different way. So it's hard to talk to them about this. So those types of relationships, those friendships, those family bonds that have that longevity to them, that are separated, where we can go to each other and lift each other up without bringing each other down, it's actually biblical. It says right in Hebrews 10, verses 24 through 25, it says, "Let us think of ways to motivate one another, to act of love and good works, and let us not neglect our meeting together, as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of His return is drawing near." We get to meet and talk with people all the time. Marcy and I are almost always on the go. And it's kind of hard sometimes. And sometimes, yeah, it's great to sit down with friends that we're really close to. And sometimes it's good to sit down with friends that we haven't seen in a long time. People that aren't going through the same things that we are at the same time. It's good to have those relationships that you get to talk. My question is, when we're in these types of relationships, are we encouraging each other? I want you to look around the room. The person sitting next to you, do you know and encourage them? Now, the married couples are like, yeah, I encourage you. Will you be quiet over there? Trying to think. Marcy's not here to agree with that. I can honestly say, when we're at home and I'm dealing with something, Marcy and I don't always talk about it because we're both dealing with it. And it sparks frustration, it sparks anger sometimes. And unfortunately, the kids bear the brunt of it because we're sitting there. I think someone's head's going to fall off. yeah. But because we can't communicate with each other because we're both so engulfed in it, so surrounded by it, it's hard to communicate. I mean, I'll pick on Nancy for a second. I mean, you've been home for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
You guys are together all the time. It's hard to talk at this point.
I needed to be here today so I could get away from him.
But see, he needs to be here too, but that's another story.
Yeah, but getting him in here? No. Let's not do that,
But
guys.
then, the point I'm trying to make is sometimes we are so close to each other that we forget how to communicate with each other.
We snap at each other.
Exactly. We're easily angered, and we're not supposed to be. We're not supposed to have that quick fuse. We're supposed to be loving to each other. We're supposed to uplift each other. And when things go wrong, we're supposed to be there for each other. Like, I can be there for any one of you at any point in time. But my wife, she's there for me every day, but I'll snap at her. And some of you are closer, or not closer than she is, but close enough to me that I will snap on you as well because we are so close that I lose that love. It's not that I lose love, I lose that filter of love. You understand what I mean? Does that make sense? I think some more heads are going to fall off. But we're easily angered at each other because we're so close. We're so open. We're so raw with each other. But we need to be raw with love, not raw with anger. And that's something that's really hard anymore. And you think of how Christ felt walking around with the disciples. And they argued who was better than the other. Well, I'm better than you, I should be at his right hand. Well, I'm better than you, I should be at his right hand. And he walked with them for 3 years. He was so close with them, he turned and looked at him and says, "Listen to me." Not that you were going to be at my right hand and keep acting like this. The children, those who love like the children. Because look at our kids, we could yell at them 100 times, they're still going to go, I love you. The little ones, the teenagers are like, I hate you.
Yeah.
You're yelling at me, I don't want to talk to you no more.
We'll be the first one.
All right, on average, the average teenager. Mommy, you don't love me no more. I don't. Even though they did something stupid, they got them yelling. And I hear a lot of giggling because they all know it's true. But to love like a child, to have that excitement, that joy. I mean, just the other night, I was in the middle of something, and I was kind of heated, I was angry. George came up, and it had nothing to do with him, but he interrupted, so I snapped. 10 minutes later, he comes back and gives me a big hug and says, I love you, Daddy. That is the love we are supposed to have for each other. That is the uplifting love that we're supposed to have for each other. We're supposed to lift each other up. We're supposed to shoulder each other's burdens and lift them up in prayer. Friday night, I got to spend some time with friends that I haven't seen in a while. Now, there's a big group of us that get together. But I see each individual family on a normal basis except for one. But when we're all together, it's such a different dynamic. Because the individuals, we're like, and we can get on each other's nerves, and we can yell and bicker, and we can fight. But when our whole group is together, it's something totally different. I was blessed Friday night because we were all sharing the different struggles that we have. Sharing the different trials that we're going through. And it was amazing. Because it wasn't, I'm dealing with the same thing, or I'm struggling with that too. Let's take a minute and let's pray together. And I'm going to add that to my everyday prayer. Let's lift that up. And when we had something exciting come up, we all shared in that joy. That's the way we're supposed to live our lives. Paul writes to the church in Corinth in chapter 12, verses 25 through 27. He says, this makes for harmony among the members, so that all the members care for each other. If one part suffers, all the parts suffer with it. And if one part is honored, all parts are glad. All of you together are Christ's body, and each of you is part of it. When we're suffering, and this might be why we get the phrase, misery loves company. The problem is, we enjoy other people's suffering. It's not, we're feeling bad because they're suffering. We're enjoying their suffering because we were upset. Think about that for a second. When you're angry and upset and something happens to someone else and you're like, oh, I feel better, they're in a worse place than I am. You ever notice that? It's kind of human nature.
I wouldn't say enjoy it though.
Maybe joy isn't the
Be
right
thankful
word.
that we're not.
And you may have a better perspective on that. Yes, we could be. But the point is, we kind of find a relief in someone else's anger or anguish.
But enjoyment is.
Yeah. But the point is, we should be feeling for them and loving for them and not feeling a relief. Huh?
We know private physical. He said, told me to speak for myself.
But the point is, we get into these places where we almost enjoy other people's anguish. And And enjoy might not be the right word. But if we think about it, we should be going to them and saying, hey, how can I help you? How can I pray for you? How can I lift you up? You know what? While I'm lifting you up, can you lift me up? We have this self-pride, this part of us that we don't want to share, that we need lifted up. We don't want to share our problems, our struggles. We don't have to share details. We can say, you know what, I'm really struggling with something. I need prayer. I can't share what that is right now, but I need prayer. And we should be lifting each other up in love. We should be searching to lift people up. A few weeks ago in a meeting, we were talking about why the church as a whole, the body as a whole, seems to be spiraling out of control. It's because we quit searching for God as a whole. Some of us here are searching. Some of us are just here. Because we feel being here is adequate or sufficient. The church as a whole has quit searching for God. You hear it all the time. People are saying, well, I don't understand why attendance is down. I don't understand why offering's down. I don't understand why this is down. I don't understand why people don't want to even talk about the church. Because people quit searching for God. They're comfortable where they're at. And when we search for God, we search for His heart. We search for Christ. And what did Christ do? He found those that were hurting, that were in need. And He lifted them up. He brought them into the fold. That familial fold. He says, you are now mine. He showed love. He showed compassion. He showed grace. I'm tired, I'm worn. Well, so am I. Where's the grace in that? Where's the love? There's ingredients. Where's the love? We instantly go with so am I because we're hoping someone will show us love. I mean, think about it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe your problems are worse than mine. So, okay, how can I help you? It gets draining. Because we go into that default mode. Let's live in harmony. Not harmony of tired and worn out and angry, but harmony of love. How many of you are actively searching for Christ? Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. If we're honestly searching for Christ, if we're honestly and actively searching for Him, our hearts, and I'm telling you right now, my heart, it just feels overwhelming and joyous right now. Like right this second, I just feel this overwhelming joy and love. Just wanting to explode for me. I'm not sure where it's supposed to go, who it's supposed to go to, what it's supposed to do, but I just feel this overwhelming abundance of love and joy. Stop it. But the point is, I haven't felt that feeling few weeks, few months. I haven't felt that overwhelming, hey, let's go. I want you to speak, I want you to talk, I want you to do. Because I've been focusing on everything that's going wrong in my life, all this stuff, and I haven't felt that love. There's a song that says, I'm tired, I'm worn. Help to remind me that all this can be restored. I'm going to play that for you in a little bit. But I want you right now to look around the room and look at the people here. We're all suffering. We're all hurting in some way. We're all struggling with something in our lives. What are you doing to uplift your brothers and sisters? If you're actively searching for God, if you're actively looking for Him, and don't think once you find Him, you can stop. Because once you find Him, He's going to say, okay, well, come follow me. And if you stop, you're going to be like, well, where'd He go? Now I got to search again. You're always looking. You're always seeking. There's times where you'll feel like you can latch on, and He'll let you touch. He'll let you reach out and touch Him, and He says, follow me. Come with me. And you got to move with Him. So if you're actively seeking Him, show the love and the harmony with those around you. This is our last Sunday of 2018. And every year people make resolutions. I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to hit the gym by January 15th. We're already out of that resolution. 99% of us. Some of us might make it to the 5th of January, not February. Some of us don't even make it out of the 1st. All right, starting tomorrow. At midnight tonight, I'm not going to eat this again. Noon. So I'm not asking you to make a resolution. I'm asking you to ask God to help you change your heart. To change the way you respond to people. To lift them up instead of joining them in their sorrows. But if they're suffering, love them. Because when it says, when one part of the body is suffering, we all suffer. Let's look at it this way. If you drop a sledgehammer on your toe, your entire body feels that. The main focus is the toe, but your entire body tenses up. And then there's probably some choice words that come out at times. But your whole body is involved in that. So if someone is hurting, the whole body should be hurting. But the whole body should be looking for a way to lift that other part up. Not to join it in the pain. Does that make sense? So if you're suffering, if you're hurting, reach out. Talk to someone here. Talk to a friend that you haven't talked to in years. But reach out and share your suffering. Reach out and talk to God. Because if you're actively searching, He's standing right beside you. He's saying, just take my hand. Join me. And then follow. Let's lift each other up. Let's come together in harmony. Let's be like a child and love those around us. Let's not go to a grocery store and see someone walking around like this and go, I don't even want to talk to them. Be like that one back there. Georgie. He'll walk into a store and someone's got their head down. Hi, I love you. Kind of reminds me of someone else I know. He's preached here a few times. But he loves like a child because he is a child. He will go and show love to anyone. If they're down, he'll look at them and say, "What's wrong? How can I help you?" Instantly. My other two kids used to do that. And now they've hit teenage years and they're like, "I ain't talking to them, they're a stranger." Or they just look strange. But we do it too. And how many of us look at someone in a store and go, "Oh, they saw me."
Only when we see you, George.
Huh?
Only when we see you.
Oh, when we see them. Stalker.
You're a stalker.
I am a Walmart stalker.
You're there every time I'm there, just about.
Huh?
Few of them.
Well, I laugh because I'll be up there and people from other churches see me. They're like, "Hey, you're the pastor down here, right?" "Yeah." "Well, I need to talk to you." And an hour to 45 minutes later, they're done talking to me, and now the guy behind the meat counter wants to talk to me. "I just heard you were a pastor. Can I talk?" "Yeah, sure, let's talk." That's why I'm always at Walmart. I can't get out of Walmart.
So you forget half the stuff you would have been for. So you forget half the stuff you would have been for.
True. I forget everything that I go in there for. But I'm doing what I'm told to do. But that's the spirit we need to have, is that uplifting, "Hey, let's talk. How can I help you? How can I pray for you?" And I'm going to be honest, I need that from you guys as well. I'm going to be totally honest. I need just as much prayer as you guys do. So if you're actively searching, if you're actively looking for Him, ask Him this morning to help change your heart. To help take that heart that has been overcast by the world and has a shell on it. Ask Him to break that shell. Even just crack it right now. And start letting Him pour into you. To the point that at one point in your life you can't hold back, that you just need to lay down and say, "Lord, I'm with you." And you just actively look for people to talk to and you just to share the love of Christ with. It's amazing. I got a couple texts this week of incidences where I felt that I needed to share something I didn't because God was just pounding away. "Hey, you need to say this." I don't want to interrupt someone else's conversation. But they're speaking false doctrine. They're speaking falsely about what I've said. I don't want to say this. As the head drops. But He will speak to us. He will completely overtake you if you let Him. Just let Him work through you. Let Him love through you. We have the candles here to symbolize the coming of Christ. And then the Christ candle. I'm going to end up burning myself.
I was waiting on it.
Yeah, I was waiting on it too.
Tired that.
Oh, yeah, for me now.
We have the Christ candle. The white candle represents Christ and His love. When we leave here, yeah, we blow out the candles and stuff, but they're representation. Okay? That light that's burning there should be burning inside of us. That light that's coming through that back window should be burning inside of us. We shouldn't be afraid to share. We shouldn't be afraid to show it. We should not be afraid. We constantly are. We're always afraid of what other people are going to say. Lay down your fears. Lay down your pride. Share your struggles with each other. Husbands and wives, share with each other without anger. I know it's hard. Because we're so close. It's a raw nerve at times. But share with each other. Lift each other up. Family members here, share with each other. We can't be afraid to share things. That excitement, that joy that I felt the other night, being with a group that I haven't been with in a long time, we should all feel that at all times when we're together. When we're so busy trying to hide the little things in our lives, the things that are bringing us pain, it becomes hard to have joy together. Let's let go of that. Let's share it. Let's share the love. Let's share the joy. Let's go into the new year a new person. Not just a resolution, a new person. One who lives for Christ. One who walks in the light. One that lives in that light. With the feeling that there's something more, and you just lost it. There's something else that I felt that I had to say, and he's telling me, no, you're done. So with that, and I apologize for that. I'm going to pray. But I ask you if there's something that you need to lay down at his feet before, and I'm saying before the end of the year, anytime. If you need to come to him and lay it down, come and kneel. Come and kneel. Give it to him. He will meet you where you are. If you're uncomfortable coming up front, kneeling and praying, he'll meet you where you are. If you need special prayer, let me know and I'll come and pray with you. But I ask you to honestly ask him to change your heart today, to strengthen it for the next year. So let's pray. Father, we come to you this morning. And yes, we all have different things going on in our lives. We all have different trials, different struggles, different things that are causing us pain and causing us to turn our heads and look away. And Lord, I come to you and I just ask that you give us guidance. I ask that you reach out your hand, because I know it's already there, but reach it out and let us reach to you. Because I ask that you touch our heart. Father, I ask that you give us the strength to go where you want us to go, to do what you want us to do, without fear. And Lord, let us look across the room here today. Let us look at each other in the store and those that we just come across. Let us look at them with eyes of love, the eyes of a child. Let us live out a life that you've called us to live. Let us just love unconditionally. Let us just look at you and grow in you. Father, let us walk without fear. Let us not grow tired when we're out in public. Let us not grow tired of dealing with our problems. Let us grow stronger in those problems. Let us grow stronger in our lives. Let us grow stronger in our resolve to live a life that lifts you up, to bring you glory. So, Father, as I come to you this morning, I ask that you give us all the ability to look across this room and look at each other with love and raise each other up and celebrate each other's glory, celebrate each other's triumphs, and also share in their suffering, Lord. But also when we're sharing that we bring each other praise and we lift each other up without fear, without doubt, and just bring each other to you and say, Lord, I ask you to be with my brother. I ask you to be with my sister. I ask you to lay your hands upon us and just bring us glory. Because through you, we can live. And through us, we bring glory to you. So, Father, I ask that you speak into us, to bring life into us. And let us live a life that glorifies you. Let us show your love. Let us be the person you call us to be. I ask this in the name of Jesus Christ.